Welcome back to our YouTube channel Aman Codes. In today's episode, we are going to discuss about continue statement. So, continue is a keyword. So, continue statement is used for making the PVM to go to the top of the loop without executing the following statements, which are written after continue statement for that iteration only. So majorly continue statement is used for making the PVM to go to the top of the loop. So whenever we got continue statement in that program, then PVM control flow is going to be top of the loop without executing that following statements which are written after the continue. After the continue, whatever statement it is going to be written, that is not going to be executed for that iteration only. So for that current iteration only. So continue statement is used always inside the loops. So continue statement to be used always inside the loops. So when we use continue statement inside a loop, then else part of that corresponding loop is also going to be executed, provided when that loop condition is going to be false. So whenever the loop condition becomes false, it is going to execute else part of that corresponding loop. So this is the explanation about continue statement. So let's see the syntax of continue statement. For variable name and iterable objects, indentation symbol, after that one tab space, then we have to declare like this: if test condition, indentation symbol. So after that we have to provide one tab space, then we have to use this continue. Whenever this test condition is going to be satisfied, that time continue is going to be happen. So after continue, if we are declaring some statements, so that statements is not going to be executed for this iteration only. Whenever continue statement occurs in the program, the flow is going to be top of the loop, and this whatever the statements that are declared after continue is not going to be executed. So for this iteration only, so in next iteration it is going to be executed. So after that we are declared here other statements which are present in the program, right? So this is a syntax one and flow of continue statement. If you try to see the second syntax like this, by using while loop, while test condition 1 indentation symbol, one tab space, if test condition 2 indentation symbol, another tab space, then continue. When continue occurs, it is going to the top of the loop here, and it is not going to execute the remaining statements under that continue statements for that iteration only. And these are the other statements which are present in the program. So this is all about syntax number 2. We are discussed the continuous statements explanation and syntaxes. Now we are going to see the practical examples of this continue statement. So now I'm opening PyCharm. See here. So in previous episode we are discussed this break statement example 1, right? So now I'm going to take this same to same example in order to demonstrate what is continue statement. See here, I'm going to create a new file, continue statement example1.py. So here I'm going to do that thing. Here I'm going to take this program number 1 in previous episode and I'm going to use that in this program. I'm going to remove this statement and I'm going to use here continue. So by using loops we are going to print Python. So then the Python is going to come as output, and it is also going to execute else block of that loop. Today my require is I want output as like this. N here required. PYTHN I want as an output without using that indexing and slicing. So how we can do? Yes, we can do that thing. See here, by using which statement? By using continue statement. So for ch in yes, yes is an iterable object. This is a variable name. So one value is taken from the iterable object and placed in ch. If ch is equals to o. So at first yes contains Python, right? Python in the sense first p value. P is equals to o? No, right? So it is false. Then it is going to print that p. Like that, when O occurs, O is equals to O. That time it is true. If is true, then it is going to enter into else. Then it is going to enter into the block of indentation. Here I am going to declare like this. Continue I am going to declare. So whenever continue declare, that time it is going to, so it is going to the top of the loop and it is not going to execute the statements which are present after the continue for that iteration only. But we are didn't, so here I didn't declare any type of statements after continue. So here that iteration is going to be skipped. So that iteration is going to be skipped. So in output, the output is going to be like this. PYTHN is an output. So whenever the elements all completed in this iterable object, that time it is going to come to the else part and it is going to execute this else part also. So the difference between break and continue is that in break, the else part is not going to be executed. In continue, the else part is going to be executed because R is going to be false. And from the else block of continue statement is going to become, see here, I'm going to execute this program. So by using loops, we got Python and else block is also executed. This, so by continue statement, we want output like this, right? Pythn. So we got output Pythn and else block is also executed. So this is the demonstration example of this continue statement. So without this continue statement also, we can do the same thing. See here, I'm going to create a new file. So here, I'm going to use the same program. Whatever we discussed, I'm going to use that program only. See here, by using without continue, by using else is the same. My requirement is also same. But so instead of continue, I want to use without continue. Without continue in the sense, we have to use the statement called pass. So without using continue statement, I done this. My requirement is I want output like this, right? Pythn only. So without continue statement, here I used pass statement. So pass is also a control flow statement, right? So see here, whenever that ch from this yes, it is going to place one value in ch, the ch is going to come here. So ch is equals to O, then try to pass. So pass is also going to skip the iteration. When it is going to be pass, it is going to skip, and after that else is going to be executed. It is going to be print as an output, and else block is also going to be executed after completing the all values in this iterable object. Yes. See here, I'm going to execute this program. The output is going to be C. By using loops, we got Python, else block is also executed. By using without continue statement, we used here pass in the place of continue. So we got output same, Pythn, right? I am from else block without continue statement. So the else block is also executed. So with using the continue statement, I got this output. Instead of continue statement, I used this pass statement. Then also the output is going to be this only. See, I'm going to execute again. See the output Pythn, right? This is about pass statement. So that's all for today's episode. In this episode, we are discussed about continue statement. In transfer flow statements, we completed break statement, we completed continue statement. Without continue, we have used this pass statement, right? So we also completed this pass statement. So this return statement I'm going to explain in functions. So after functions concept, we are going to see what is this return statement. So that's all for today's episode. In this episode, we are discussed about continue statement. I hope you all understand. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to Aman Codes. Thank you so much for watching.